Before I get into the review itself, I want to tell you guys about a trailer that I saw before this movie. It's called The Devil's Light. I would tell you to look it up, but apparently the trailer hasn't been released on YouTube yet. It's like a shitty horror movie that nobody's probably going to remember. But I wanted to point that out, that the trailer's not online for this yet. Good start, right? So, the unbearable weight of massive talent. It's a pretty niche concept that got turned into a movie off of a website called The Blacklist, where it's like you can upload your script to it, and if producers are interested, they will reach out to you and talk about it. I botched that explanation, but this is a movie about the actor Nicolas Cage, starring Nicolas Cage, and he's down on his luck. He's not been getting a lot of roles. So he takes $1 million from a super fan to spend his birthday with him. And eventually, the CIA gets involved, and there's a bunch of, mob bosses that he has to take care of. It's a pretty out there concept that got a lot of traction. And this movie is pretty much a good, buddy action adventure movie in the vein of literally any movie Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart have been in. What has the upper hand with this is quite literally Nicolas Cage. You know him, he's an icon at this point. And the fictionalized version of himself in the movie is the real-life person and the wacky persona that we all know him for. And even the superfan, Javi, played by the Mandalorian himself, Pedro Pascal, it matches his craziness at points, and their chemistry is really what makes this movie work and pretty much carries the entire movie. The other plot points with the CIA and the mob bosses are cool, but it never held my attention the way that the relationship between Nick and Javi was. And it really just carried the movie on its whole. God, this movie's funny. This movie's really, really funny. Go into it with as less spoilers as possible, because there are some pretty fun surprises in it that I don't think you'd want to miss out on. Without Nicolas Cage, this movie probably would have been fine, maybe a little bit, unmemorable in a couple of ways, but the movie really is elevated by Cage's presence along with his relationship with Javi. It had a really good emotional core to it, it was funny as all hell, and this should be proof that original ideas in Hollywood really aren't gone. Basically, this movie worked for me for elevating a basic concept to weird new heights. Go check it out.